Hey, this is Al McGee with YETicket.com. Well, the film, and it's a documentary, it's called MLK/FBI. Well, this is created and directed by Sam POLLARD. This guy's very intelligent. He did a great job with this documentary. You should really see it because it's based on the campaign against Dr. King in the 60s by J. Edgar Hoover. Remember, J. Edgar Hoover was the FBI director for a long time, and they never got rid of him because I always read in newspapers and things like that he always had something on someone, like a president, congressman, anyone, and he can use it against them. Remember back then, any little thing can get you knocked off your pedestal, and it seemed like J. Edgar Hoover knew a lot. Well, that's what he tried to do with Dr. King, trying to knock him off his pedestal because he was afraid that he was going to be the Black Messiah. Yes, J. Edgar Hoover was afraid of King being the leader of Black people, and he didn't want that. So he started to wiretap his house. He started trying to get some pictures and things like that. And man, he had a complete army of FBI agents to follow and wiretap Dr. King. Not only did he wiretap Dr. King, but his close associates too. If he knew he was going to a close associate's house, for example, one of them is Clarence Jones. And in the documentary, you'll see that Clarence Jones talks about this and how he feared that the FBI was wiretapping him, but he never really told Dr. King that he felt that was going on. But Dr. King was kind of reluctant to believe that the FBI was wiretapping him. And for a minute, he really thought that. And J. Edgar Hoover wanted to discredit Dr. King. But the thing about it, though, when J. Edgar Hoover wanted to get anything on Dr. King, he got it. Now, the FBI was a very strong organization back then, and they had a lot of power. Well, let's put it like this. J. Edgar Hoover had a lot of power back then. And, you know, he would wiretap Dr. King's hotel rooms, and also he found out that Dr. King was having extramarital affairs, and he taped all of that. One time, someone sent a letter and some tapes to Mrs. King, Mrs. Martin Luther King Jr. And the letter suggested that Dr. King should kill himself. And when Dr. King won the Nobel Peace Prize, man, J. Edgar Hoover got a little jealous of that too. Now, a lot of this information is based on a book called The FBI and Martin Luther King Jr. By David Garrows, and that was a 2015 book. So there was a lot of information. Also, the Freedom of Information Act too, you can get some of this. Now, one thing I feel that Sam did not do, he did not play any of those tapes in his documentary, but he did focus on the FBI. He focused on what they did to Dr. King. And again, he was trying to discredit Dr. King. And then, you know, eventually, you know what happened to Dr. King too. And many of the officials in the FBI was right behind J. Edgar Hoover to do this to Dr. King. Now, there's many other historians too in this documentary, for example, Andrew Young, and also, as I said, Clarence Jones. They're narrating in this, well, they're telling their story in this documentary. Man, it was very explosive to me and emotional to me also. Do you remember the FBI agent James Comey? Well, he made some comments too in this documentary, and you should listen to what he says. I feel this is a very good documentary. Cinematography it is. Also the information. A lot of the information I did not know about, but I did know about the FBI wiretapping Dr. King, but it still gave me a lot of new information. And I feel that this documentary will help you understand Dr. King much more, but not only that, to help you understand how far the government will go to try to discredit you. I'm going to give this 3 palm trees because this is a very good documentary to watch and very emotional. At least for me it was. See it for yourself. It's coming out on VOD very soon, and try to find somewhere, somehow, to see it. Hey, thanks for watching my review of MLK with YEticket.com. I really appreciate it.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest movies.